So the Indiana Fever are facing off against the Connecticut Sun tomorrow or today. Today. Yes, today. It is 11 p.m. my time, which is late for most of you guys, but for me at this stage of my work career is so early. But yeah, jokes aside, it is going to be a game. It's absolutely going to be a game. The Connecticut Sun are a lot tougher than I think people realize. I think a lot of people are talking about the Connecticut Sun like this is some guarantee win for the Fever. And look, I'm going to be honest, it kind of should be. It kind of should be. Like, this should be one of those games where it's like, yeah, the Fever have this one. The Fever are winning this game, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And we're not overthinking this too much because it should be a win. But the Connecticut Sun are an awkward team. They're an awkward team. I don't really care what anyone says about it. They're a really awkward team. And they're awkward in the way that, like, they put huge pressure on your guards. They have Brittany Griner, who I don't think is on the injury report, who you can dump the ball to inside, and she can give you 15 points a game. The good thing is when Brittany Griner's on the floor, like when Griner is on the floor, you're better off because you can just attack her in the PNR. Like, it almost negates what Lacan and Rivers can do. They've got those two defenders in Lacan and Rivers who can just cause havoc. I don't know another word to describe it, but like, they can cause havoc. They can absolutely cause havoc. And look, the Indiana Fever have a big advantage in terms of the matchup predictor. The over-under is 10.5, which I think is fair. I'm not going to say the over-under being 10.5 isn't a crazy one. Like, that kind of makes sense overall. But yeah, like, it is one of those things where it's like, I think everything is favoring the Indiana Fever in this game. And look, to be honest, if you're looking at how Vegas is looking at this game, Vegas has the Fever as monster favorites here. Has the Fever as absolutely monster favorites. Like, if you're looking here, like, again, it's just one of those things where they're massive favorites. In terms of, looking at some of the insights, like, I couldn't care less about fancy. But she hasn't, it says here, Leah Boston hasn't exceeded 7.5 assists plus point plus rebound in 5 straight games on the road. Like, you're looking at a player in insane form right now. And look, I don't know if Brittany Griner's on the floor, I can't see Aaliyah not doing this. I really can't see Aaliyah not doing this. And honestly, if you're looking at the game, like, they're dead last. The Fever are 7th in effective field goal percentage, which is concerning because the Fever were first like 4 games ago. But like, the Connecticut Sun are the worst defense in the league for effective field goal percentage. Their interior defense is non-existent. It is non-existent. If you compare offense for offense here, you've got 7th versus last in field goal percentage. You've got similar free throw rate. You've got 3rd versus 2nd last in points. You've got 8th versus 11th in field goal percentage. 7th versus 12th in 2-point percentage. You've got 9th versus last. They shoot 26% from 3 on the year. You're kidding me, right? They shoot 67% from the line. That's not Rashid Mazian. That's the front office. And like, even on the defensive end, the Fever at least do the 6th best job on defense. In the league, they concede the 11th most points, or Jesus, they concede the 4th most points per game. I didn't realize that. Like, again, they both like, the Fever is this last and second last in free throw rate they give up. At least the Fever all get a few less rebounds because they've got Anissa Morrow. But like, player for player matchups wise, like, Caitlin Clark and Sophie are probably going to play. HVL, she's injured as well. But look, you're looking at a team that's losing games by 11 points per game. And the initial Layla Lacan, for lack of a better word, like the Layla come save us was working. Like it was working. They beat the Sparks with Lacan first game. They ran the dream really close. They were way up against the sky. They were there and thereabouts to the Liberty, and they choked against the tempo. This is a team that, by the way, has not really been blown out a lot. They were up 6 with like a minute to go in the third quarter against Dream. They beat the Sparks, obviously. But like, if you look at the Sky game, they were up, was it 14? Like at one stage, they were given an 80% chance of winning. They were up 15 points halfway through the second quarter, and they blew it. The Liberty game, they were neck and neck for a lot of this game. If you look here, like they had this game back to, I can't believe when you're down 6 points in the fourth quarter, you're given a 10% chance of winning. Like they had this game back to 6 points with 4 minutes ago. They had it back to 6 points. Like, at no stage was this game a blowout. They were there or thereabouts. The tempo was a choke. An absolute choke. Like, as you can see, they have a 5-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Heck, they had a 2-point lead. I'm pretty sure they had a 2-point lead. They had a 2-point lead with the ball with 40 seconds to go. And then they hit a shot. Again, I didn't rewatch much of any of overtime. So they had 2-point lead with 1 to go in overtime, and they lost that one. But like Aaliyah Edwards is back playing. You've got Anissa Morrow still hooping. Ono's there. I just think this is going to be a really tough one. This is going to be a really, really tough one for the Fever to win. Like, I think they're going to pull it off. I've gotten 2 games correctly predicted in a row, which is Fever to beat 2 of the tanking teams, and we're going to predict Fever to beat another tanking team today. But this team are tough. They're tough. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Like, this is a tough team in Connecticut. They play hard. They've got dogs as guards, like Lacan Rivers. Like, Sanaya Rivers, by the way, did the softest thing I've ever seen a basketball player do. Like, Sanaya Rivers decided that like she was okay with so basically Sanaya Rivers' girlfriend, Marina Mabry, was getting into it with Sanaya Rivers' teammate. I can't remember who it was. And Sanaya Rivers, instead of, getting involved and backing up her teammate, or Diamond Miller, she shoved her teammate. Looked like she wanted to start a fight with her teammate. I'm like, that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this is, you're out the door, you're gone. You're gone, you can't do this. Like, that's like a line where if coaches are like, yeah, you know what, we want to trade her after that. It makes sense. In terms of Caitlin Clark, they have very, very good matchups for Caitlin Clark. They do. Like, this isn't going to be like, you're looking for moments. Like, when the Fever played the Sun last year, Caitlin Clark got outplayed by Layla Lacan. But the difference was that when it came down to it, like, down the stretch, in the big moments of that game, it was Caitlin Clark who had scored or assisted on like 11 straight points to win the game. Like, that's what you kind of want from Caitlin Clark today, because look, Caitlin's not dropping 30, dropping 40 on Lacan. She's just not. The only thing, if you're Caitlin, is she's probably going to live on the free throw line, because Layla Lacan is a foul merchant right now. She came over a little bit late. She plays a bit of physical defense. She's still adapting. If you attack downhill on her, she's going to foul a lot. But, like, this team can rotate. For a bad team, when you can rotate Sanaya Rivers and Layla Lacan and Caitlin Clark, it's going to be a struggle. I think you've got to spam the pick and rolls. Like, you cannot leave Caitlin Clark or Kelsey Mitchell isolated on an island, because they just have the defenders. I'm not saying that they won't take off. They won't kill them, because they can. Kelsey Mitchell did it last year. It's just such a tough ask. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.